Dear students, welcome to our mathematics class. Today we have to discuss some theorems and its problems in this part. Then first one, angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Already you learned one theorem. What is that theorem? The angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Using this theorem, we can prove angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Look at this figure. A can be any point on the remaining part of the circle. So, if you take any other point B on the remaining part of the circle, so you have angle POQ can be written as 2 into, that means double of angle PAQ, and again we can written as angle POQ is equal to double of angle PBQ, that is angle POQ is equal to 2 into angle PBQ. So we can write angle PAQ is equal to angle PBQ. Okay, so this means angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. The next one, angles in a semicircle. Here AB is an arc, that is semicircle, and here we have an angle at the center, that is 180 degree. So half of 180 degree, that's equal to what? 90 degree. So angle ACB is equal to 90 degree. So we can say angles in a semicircle is every time 90 degree. The next one is cyclic quadrilateral. What is meant by cyclic? A quadrilateral ABCD is said to be cyclic if all the vertices of a quadrilateral lie on a circle that are called cyclic quadrilateral. Observe the first figure. A, B, C, D are the vertices of the quadrilateral that are lie on the circle. So that figure is called cyclic quadrilateral. The second two figures that are not cyclic, because from the second figure B is inside the circle and the third figure C is outside the circle. So they are not cyclic quadrilateral. In a cyclic quadrilateral, we have two properties. One is sum of the opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral is every time 180 degree. In the figure, angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degree and angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. The second property is exterior angle is equal to the interior opposite angle. In the figure, angle A is equal to angle E. Here, angle E is the exterior angle and angle A is the interior opposite angle of this cyclic quadrilateral. Now let us solve some problems by using properties of circles. First question, in the given figure, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral in which AC and BD are its diagonals if angle DBC equal to 55 degree and angle BAC is equal to 45 degree, find angle BCD. Here what are the given measurement? Angle DBC is equal to 55 degree and angle BAC equal to 45 degree. And also given ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Then by using the theorem, angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. So we can say angle CAD equal to angle DBC is equal to 55 degree. Also, angle GAB can be written as angle CAD plus angle BAC, that's equal to 55 degree plus 45 degree, that's equal to 100 degree. And also we know in the figure angle DAB plus angle BCD equal to 180 degree, that is the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral that are 180 degree. So here BCD can be written as 180 minus angle DAB, that's equal to 180 minus 100 is equal to 80 degree. The next one, prove that The quadrilateral formed by the internal angle bisectors of any quadrilateral is cyclic. In the given problem, we have a quadrilateral ABCD and its bisectors of these angles. What are the bisectors? EA, EB, GC and GD are the bisectors of the angle ABCD respectively. We need to prove EFGH. The quadrilateral EFGH is cyclic quadrilateral. For this, we need to prove the sum of one pair of opposite angles is 180 degree. For this, we need to prove sum of one pair of opposite angle is 180 degree. So in this figure, in triangle AEB, here we have three angles, angle ABE plus angle BAE plus angle AEB. Sum of these three angles is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. So here we can write angle AEB is equal to 180 degree minus angle ABE minus angle BAE. Then we can write angle AEB is equal to 180 minus of, here angle ABE is the half of angle B and angle BA is the angle half of angle A. So we can write 180 minus of half angle B plus half angle A. That's equal to 180 minus taken half outside. So here minus half of angle B plus angle A, equation number 1. Also in this figure we have angle FEH and angle AEB are the opposite angles, so they are equal. So right side angle AEB, instead of angle AEB we have to write equation number 1, that is angle FEH is equal to 180 minus half of angle B plus angle A. That's also equation number 2. Similarly, we can write the right side of the quadrilateral angle FGH is equal to 180 minus half of angle C plus angle D, equation number 3. Adding 2 and 3, we get in the left side angle FEH plus angle FGH, and the right side 180 minus half of angle A plus angle B plus 180 minus half of angle C plus angle D. Then is equal to 180 plus 180 minus half of angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. That bracket is sum of angles of quadrilateral, that is 360 degree. So this can be written as 360 minus half of 360 degree, that's equal to 180 degree. So in EFGH, sum of one pair of opposite angles is 180 degree. Therefore, EFGH is a cyclic quadrilateral. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.